Juneteenth this weekend, how about taking in some art and history at a local museum? The exhibit, The Right to Swim, reimagines Black Floridians' relationship and experience with one of our state's most beautiful natural resources, the water and sand. Here to discuss her art and current exhibit at the Woodson African American Museum in St. Pete is artist Vivia Barron. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, thank you for having me. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you for joining us. Congratulations about your exhibit going on right now. I know you had like a welcome party recently.
Yes.
But can we talk about your journey into the art world? Why did you want to start painting and creating artwork?
Right. Well, I was a chef for 30 years, quite old actually, prior to painting.
Okay.
And the last 10 years, I started, 10 years ago actually, collecting African American antique photographs.
Wow.
Tintypes, ambrotypes, real life photo cards.
Yeah.
And that led me to a period in the mid-century, 1930s to about 1950s. And I discovered that the images that were representing us weren't very nice. They were very disparaging and did not represent us in a very positive way. And I felt like I needed to do something to recreate that place in history and create something more joyful for us so that we can be seen, because oftentimes we're not seen in this environment, in the beach, having fun with our families, and the beach and the water is so deep and layered for us. And I wanted to take that and recreate something that was more joyful and more welcoming and try to heal some of the wounds and break down some of the barriers for us.
Of course. So let's get to your artwork. So because it's so bright, it's so colorful.
It is.
It exudes joy for sure. Can you walk us through this piece and the other pieces that we'll see in Right to Swim?
Yes. This piece is based on Lassing Park in St. Petersburg.
Okay.
St. Petersburg has about 152 parks, beautiful parks, well maintained, just lovely. This is one of them. It's in my neighborhood. I live and work in South St. Petersburg in the heart of the Black community. And I wanted to represent us there because I live very close and I really don't see us there enough. Okay. And so I wanted to take that image and place us in it with a family and in a joyful way to say to us as a community that this is here for us. Come and enjoy it. And also to put this image out into the universe that says, this is us. This is where we live and we are a part of St. Petersburg as well.
Now, you're doing a camp at the Woodson right now with some
Yes.
young artists,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Teaching them how to paint. And you had a special experience with them because they were painting
Yes.
the beach. But a lot of them had never stepped foot on
That
the
is
beach. Can
so
you talk a little bit about that and what that experience was like?
Oh my gosh, I'm actually getting little goose pimples thinking about it because I did this painting last year. And I was lucky enough to be invited to do the Woodson summer camp. And I just went in and we showed the kids the painting and I said, how many of you been to Lassing Park? And maybe 1 or 2 out of 50 had been. Wow. So I said, you know what, we're going to Lassing Park. So we got the kids into the bus and we all drove down to Lassing Park, that exact scene, and we enjoyed that. So we had that experience. It's almost like the art came to life for me.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do in the very near future is recreate that experience with the kids in the park this summer and try to donate. I think I'm going to make 4 paintings because the kids were from 4 different schools, and capture that moment for them and donate it to the school. So it's captured in time for us.
Perfect.
It's really important to me to do that.
How special. Can we talk about this painting, the second painting that you brought with you
Yes,
today? What's happening here?
Absolutely. This painting is actually my interpretation of Spa Beach.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you remember that Spa Beach. Well, Spa Beach is right in the middle of downtown St. Petersburg that's attached to the pier.
Right.
And there's a long history with Spa Beach and the Black community.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, African Americans weren't allowed to swim in Spa Beach for many, many years. And Dr. Dallas Jackson, who is the resident artist at the Woodson African American Museum, his uncle actually fought for the right to swim.
Wow.
And it was so funny because when the Woodson invited me to come in, I did not know this. And I was working on Spa Beach and he came into the studio and he said, oh, my uncle fought for the right to swim, and everything just connected. So this is my interpretation. And actually, in 1955 to 1959, his uncle fought the city of St. Petersburg and broke down that barrier and created the right to swim for us. Now, during that period, there were all these beautiful postcards that came out of Florida that says, "Welcome to beautiful Florida." All these beaches, they're beautiful, and it's a time in history that wasn't so great for us.
Right.
So what I did was I used that time period as inspiration, and I recreated it for us. And in this painting, there's actual sand from Spa Beach in it.
Wow.
The texture of it is from the beach.
Can I touch it?
Absolutely.
Okay. You have to ask an artist before you touch their artwork,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Wow.
So I recreated it with us in it.
Okay.
Because again, I wanted to address, I wanted to be about healing as well, because as you know, it's so layered for us. And the art is very layered because it addresses so many different issues.
And are you hoping your artwork starts a conversation?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And start a conversation for us, for our community to remember that this is here for us as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's, and to begin to open up access and inclusion. This is what this is about for me. And I make these paintings for us, and I want us to have it in our homes and the children to have it in their schools.
Wow.
It's really important for me.
Thank you so much for sharing your story and your artwork with us. We really appreciate it. If you would like to see more of her work, you can head to her website listed on your screen right now, viviabarron.com. And her exhibit is currently on display at the Woodson Museum and will remain there through July. So go there and check it out. Admission is free.